world-class gold mine is operating next door 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and the hospital is closed down, all the health services are closed down, all the education services in Porgea is closing down, I don't think they will allow the mine to continue. Only the time will tell. Initially, we were impressed that good things will be delivered to our people and they will advance from their grass huts to a more advanced and developed community. And on that basis, the people have signed the agreement and allow the government to hand over the mining lease to the company. Over the years, those things promised in the agreement were not delivered. And now landowners have served a notice of dispute and a claim for breaches of agreement. And that has even not been addressed. And now we're going to take it up in the current government to address it before they renew the mining lease or extend the mine life whatsoever. Socially, the mine has affected the livelihood of the SML residents and the Porgea generally in very significant way beyond anybody's imagination. This impact on people's life cannot be accepted anywhere in the Western world. People in Papua New Guinea, they live on a piece of land. The boundary surrounding them is enemy land, another clan's land. They cannot move. Porgea's case, some of the landowners within the SML as well as outside the SML, the entire clan's piece of land has been taken away permanently. And that is total human rights abuse. They just destroy it without any notice and forget about it. Nobody's paying any attention. They're treating them like animals. And then they are living like flying fox, hanging in relatives and one dog's houses around the country. There is no provision in the Mining Act or in any law to cater for this kind of mine refugees displaced by the impact of the mine. Creating mine refugees on the land. There's no provision to cover for that. Making landowners landless. There's no provision to cover for that. The resettlement issue of the landowners set of 24 clans affected by the current mine activity. There's no provision for that. The national government has got a duty to look into that. The people who are affected in the mine site, their livelihood is at risk forever. And there is no future for the people. And that's a total human rights abuse. Papua New Guinea is a signatory to protecting human rights with UN. And they have to now look at the issues affecting landowners' livelihood in Porgea, if the mine is to be continued.
I'm guest of security service with the Mikrolomania. Yes. Na Narbra, rubber bullet, rubber bullet, Kangan, yes, stop Cambodia. And this guest been shooting, all been shooting Milomania, man. You get Magro here.
Right here, all of that area used to be teachers' house, classrooms, all that. All that is gone. At the back and further down are villages and food garden and all that. If more waste is dumped over there, it's going to push the water current towards the other side, and it's going to undercut. And if that happens, and if there's a heavy rain or things like that, it's the highest possibility that it might collapse. That one is collapsing. That's an example of collapsing. Food garden and all that is gone. And next time, maybe those houses might come down. Those houses might come down any time. Under the current company and the state has obligations to honor their agreements. Now, when those agreements are not honored, there is no positive thing for the benefit of landowners to continue the mine under the current arrangements. So if the mine lease expires and a company puts in application for renewal, we're going to enter into a new arrangement and different from what we have at the moment. So under the current arrangement, we cannot allow the mine to continue. If the agreement's not going to be honored, what's the point in getting into another agreement? What's the point? There's no need for the continuity of the mine. Under another agreement, when you don't honor the original agreement. As simple as that.
You don't know what damage is that. Damage is, yes, in your view, damage is that. But the claim for the damage, only the one knows that. Because damage is within the mine site. Company, you begin the company, but company don't say, company give license to me to Bahrabi. And argument to Bahrabi is the so argument to Bahrabi also them, company give license to claim to you must go to government.
The MRI board, the mining department, have compromised their position of representing their citizen by not doing what they're supposed to do in the absence of legal framework to address those issues affecting the citizen of this country as a result of the mining activities. The mining law has been written by foreigners for their own interest. And now the country's leadership must look at all these laws and write it again for the benefit of the nation.
You look at all the mines that we have in PNG right now, and whose benefit? The only benefit that I can see that these projects create are profits. So where are the profits going? The tax is not a benefit. Royalties are not benefits. Compensation is not benefits. Contracting is not a benefit. The only benefit that any mine can produce are profits. Now who's getting all the profits? Who's getting the benefits of all this natural resource development in the country? It's the shareholders. And if we are not shareholders, and in a significant way, then how is it that we are getting benefits?
The ultimate objective of our landowners is not to allow the mine to continue as it is at the moment. We have to have separate arrangements whereby landowners' problems must be addressed. Equitable benefit is shared equally and fairly with the investors and the state and all the landowners who are affected at the moment. As the way it is, we cannot agree on allowing the mine to continue as it is. We have to fix the problem. The condition precedent for any mining lease to be renewed to pay for the damages under the current breaches of agreement. That has to be resolved first.